Don't get me wrong, Funnel Hacking Live is an incredible event. In fact, I've been to every single one without missing one since the very first one in 2015. This year, 2022, I have not attended, and there's a very, very prominent reason why, and I think you'll learn from my decision. So first, let me start by saying I'm a big fan of Russell Brunson. I'm a big fan of what he's created and what he's achieved. It's so inspiring and it's been amazing. In fact, Russell Brunson's mastermind was one of the first things I ever joined. In fact, that was the most amount of money I'd ever spent. This was back in 2014 when Russell first launched ClickFunnels. And I actually remember being sat around the mastermind table in Russell's inner circle when he announced that he's launching ClickFunnels. And then they announced they were going to do a live event to go alongside it, and that was in 2015. And so I've been around Russell since the very beginning. I was one of the first users of ClickFunnels. I was at the very first Funnel Hacking Live, and it's a great event. You meet some amazing people. There's great networking. It's so fascinating to watch what Russell does from stage and how he orchestrates the event from start to finish. The offer that Russell makes and how successful that is. It's a fantastic event, and it's been an event that I've marked in my calendar every single year. I grab my ticket, I book my flights, I prepare to go to watch the show, watch what Russell's doing, often getting awards on stage, which is super fun as well, and also meeting up with amazing people. There's lots of friends that I have in the industry that's an event that we meet at and get together and have some great dinners. So this year, 2022, I was fully intending on going. I had my ticket booked, I had some flights booked, and I was even due to get our $10 million award presented on stage. So that would have been cool. We would have got some footage of that, got some pictures of that as well. So why have I cancelled attending, and why have I not gone to Funnel Hacking this year? Well, it's actually quite simple, and it's something that I think you'll get some value from. As my business has been growing, as I've been making more money, and as the team has grown, and as the operation has grown, what I've gotten better at is counting the cost of time away from the company, counting the cost of time away from my family, counting the cost of the time away from my team, counting the cost of being less productive. And in previous years, I haven't done that. In previous years, I have gone simply for the enjoyment of it. So I will be leaving my team, maybe taking a couple of them, but most of them stay back. And, I wouldn't be thinking about how unproductive am I going to be that week. In fact, I would go to Funnel Hacking, intending to do some work in the hotel room while I'm there, but then that never really happened because there's always something going on. There's always a dinner. There's something to get stuck into. And what I would find is that I would go for that entire week, flying from the UK, don't forget, all the way over to the US. So I'm out of my business now for a week. I'm also counting the cost now of the jet lag, right? Like I'm not going to get as much sleep. I'm usually flying business class. I'm not saying that to brag. I'm saying that because I do get some sleep on the plane, but it's not going to be as much as I would need. The time zones are all out of whack. So by the time I get back, I've also got a couple of days where I'm not going to be my best self. I'm not going to be able to think the best way that I usually would because I'm still dealing with the jet lag and realigning myself to the time zone. And this was the first year, 2022, where all of these things came together, and I actually realized, wow, it's a big decision to go over to this event for a week and be out of my business for a week, dealing with the jet lag, all the stuff I've just said. And so I actually did a calculation. I'm weighing up the pros and cons of going. The pros being meeting up with Russell and his team. I get on really well with a bunch of Russell's team members, and nice to see them, friends, connecting with them, again having some nice dinners, getting the award on stage. All that stuff would have been great, but actually the cost, the other side, is actually how much am I missing out on growing the business. We could lose, very seriously, we could lose 6 figures this week if I'm not here operating at my in my highest level with and for my team. I've also got some other stuff going on this time. I've been getting into real estate, buying properties. In fact, I'm closing simultaneously on 3 properties right here in Canterbury. So I've got all of that stuff going on that, again, it's like, how delayed are those things going to be now with me being away? So for all of those reasons, I decided, you know what, I'm cancelling my flights, I'm cancelling the trip, and I'm not going to go. And the feeling that's brought about this week not being there has actually been quite incredible, I must admit, because I've now got this week where I had no meetings planned, I had no coaching calls planned, I didn't have anything in the calendar. It was like a completely blank, clear week that I could fill with whatever I wanted to, and I've been insanely productive. There are projects that I've been wanting to get out the door that are always on the back burner that now I had the time to get stuck into, and I'm very confident that the work and the productivity that I've done this week is going to pay dividends for months and even years to come. So my advice to you: start earlier than I did, counting the cost of your time, right? Where are you wanting to get to? What are your goals? Where's the long-term vision for where you're wanting to take your company, and make decisions today that align with where you want to be. Don't make a decision today for today, right? Like I would have just gone to funnel hacking because it's fun. Well, that's just a decision for today. But now I'm making decisions for where I want to go and what my time is actually worth, and it's a far better decision-making process. Anyway, that's all I got for you today. Hope this was helpful. Hope this inspired you. And again, don't get me wrong, love funnel hacking. And perhaps next year will look very different for me and my company, and maybe I'll be over at funnel hacking again. Thanks for watching. Don't forget, subscribe to this channel. We put out great content every single week, so make sure you turn on the bell notification. And there's another funky video right here that you might actually enjoy watching. Go check it out.